Hey guys, what's up? It's RetroArch here again with another handheld, with another bootleg handheld review. Today what I got here is the R36S, Embernic R36S, with a 128GB micro SD card supposedly included that I bought for €40 from apparently the very same sellers from whom I bought the 4K Game Stick Lite from. Of course, from the flea market at the TU in Dortmund. Once again, just today. And yes, I also bought these things. Oh yeah, and this is the 128GB one, which I also just bought. Despite already having the 32GB one. Well, but then again, I just post some pictures and tell you a little bit about. I mean, yeah, contents are largely the same. I mean, other than the micro SD card that actually has 128 gigs on it, and this one actually costs €6 more than the one that I bought. But that's for another video. Yeah. And yeah, this PlayStation Vita looking thing with Nintendo Switch kind of coloring, yeah, I'll be reviewing that too. Got this for $38. Once again, from the very same sellers, like I said, the same group of Chinese sellers at the flea market at the TU in Dortmund. And yeah, I'll do a review of this later. But for now, we're going to be focusing primarily on this. So yeah, it just says game console and has, let's see, high screen resolution, eye protection 640 by 480. So yeah, this is what it looks like. D-pad, Xbox buttons, except they're more positioned after Nintendo Switch buttons, Nintendo buttons. Select start and power. Yeah, two analog sticks that look more like the Nintendo Switch analog sticks. And yeah, the shoulder buttons that are more next to each other rather than being always below one another, like how it is on most controllers. Model R36S. Gamepad, major, supposedly has RetroArch in it. Chip, and TF card, actually meaning micro SD card. Yeah, nothing much. Oh. Shows you actually the buttons. Yeah, apparently from what I've seen online, this is supposedly a clone. I think this is probably one of those clones of this Embernic device. But perhaps it could be original, perhaps it could be a clone. It doesn't matter, but before we get into it, let's continue looking at the box. TF2. Okay, there's actually two micro SD card slots. One is for the operating system, and the other is for the games. Of course, I'll be looking at the micro SD cards like I always do. Headphone jack, OTG cable, DC. Nothing. Oh, and this is and it is available in a variety of different colors. This one here is kind of a transparent black that I got. 128 gigabytes. So here you can see the specs. Support for PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64. The Geo games are included. I can always easily assume that Money Puzzle Exchanger is included, which of course, well, when it comes to, for Chinese producers of bootleg handhelds and they want to include a bunch of games, Neo Geo games especially, they can always never forget about Money Puzzle Exchanger, right? Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, and blah blah blah. Lasting 6 hours. 6 hour battery life. Do not disassemble Yeah, this kind of crap. Made in China. And sold by sellers from China who were there at the flea market in the near the TU in Dortmund just today. Once again, the very same people from whom I bought that Game Stick that I bought last Saturday. So let's take a look at what's inside. Opens up like this. No stickers or anything. So it must be the device itself, wrapped in a bag. And what else they got? This one is USB-C. I think I can actually use my Steam Deck charger to plug this in. Instructions. Yeah, open source. Let's see. Open source handheld game console, R36S. Yeah, Type-C charging, USB-C. I can also use my Steam Deck and yeah. Languages. Looks like Swedish. Looks like Swedish or something. Okay. There's Spanish. There is French. German. Of course, my my mother tongue. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is Swedish. This is Polish, I think. Must be Polish. We got one in Korean. In Nihongo, Japanese. There's even instructions in Greek. Russian. And that's basically it. Yeah, no instructions in, of course, their language. Simplified Chinese. Yeah, simplified Chinese. Because if you can't tell, mainland China uses simplified and Taiwan uses traditional Chinese. So you can always tell, well, which of the two versions of Chinese is used by which. Simplified, of course, mainland China, and traditional Taiwan. So it's easy. It's always easy to tell. So now we're going on to the big major highlight. So all wrapped up like this, and here it is. Here it is. Yeah, here it is. The R36S itself. It's all in black. D-pad. Analog stick. Look a lot like Nintendo Switch analog sticks. Also click for L3 and R3. Start, select, and the on button so this must be the speaker. Okay, DC OTG. I think you actually connect this to your computer to look inside and so on. So on the side, this must be the power button. FN, okay, that's the power button. Screen protector, I'm gonna leave it on. What's this button? Oh, okay, this is where the micro SD card goes into. Over there is a micro SD card for the OS. So there's actually two micro SD card slots. One for the operating system and one for the games that you also put onto. So Let's have a look at the micro SD card. Ooh, come on. Focus, please. Focus. Okay, there we go. 128 gigabytes. Oh yeah, this is also where the games are on this. So might as well just put it back in. Oh, other way. There we go. So what else do we have on the side? This must be to control the volume. Yeah, we've already seen that. It's a headphone jack. So yeah, I'll take my Steam Deck charger to plug this in. Nothing on the top, and on the back we got the shoulder buttons. Yeah, rather than being, they're just next to each other, and if you want like this, you push L1 and L1 using this, and well, the L2 and R2, or the triggers rather, with your fingers, like this. Yeah, a bit awkward to hold. Well, I suppose it takes a while. Is there something else? No. And before we turn it on, I'm gonna have to plug in my Steam Deck charger, so we can actually power this bad boy on. There's my Steam Deck charger. Okay. Good thing the wire is long enough, as is the, or maybe, I just, come on. Okay. So plug it like this, and nope. Okay, so it needs to charge. Okay, so suppose it's already out of battery, but okay, I am charging it now. Also lights up. Now I'm gonna turn it on. Where I'm supposed to hold it. Okay, now it's turning on. R36S open source console. So, if it's a clone or if it's, well, supposed to have Arc OS on, you better tell me. Okay, it has loaded. It's saying, oh, okay. Okay, it's playing music from Street Fighter 2. This is supposed to be Balrog's theme. Oh, saying something in French. Okay, settings. Language, English. Oh, hold on. Okay, we got 3 settings. Theme, Arquest, Carbon, NES box. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. Got Arcade Classics, Pac-Man, Capcom Play System 1, CPS 1, of course Street Fighter, Capcom Play System 2, Also, and Capcom Play System 3. Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Gear, Mega Drive, aka Genesis, and yeah, Nintendo, which I assume must be NES. So it has to load. Okay. Neo Geo Pocket Color, PC Engine. Oh, Bomberman. Nice. PSP, PlayStation 1, Sega Mega CD, Sega CD, Super Nintendo, WonderSwan, Atari 2600. Of course, has to be represented by E.T. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Thomas Wave. That's Harold Morrow from Samurai Showdown. Why is he representing a Thomas Wave? I wonder. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I suppose we're looking at the arcade classics. Okay, the King of Fighters we got here. I actually like the menu sound design. Of course, the Street Fighters. Can't forget about Street Fighter, the Samurai Showdown, Dark Combat, Fatal Fury. Yeah, all the big names. All the big names of fighting games, they have to be in it. Once again, so crazy to see so many games packed into this one card. Ooh, and of course the original Street Fighter is on there. It's just, yeah, very clunky but very funny. Oh, the Suit Gundam EX. And of course, when it comes to Neo Geo, you can't forget about Metal Slug. Yay, Metal Slug. Always an all-time favorite for so many. Sailor Moon. The Sailor Moon arcade games included. The Simpsons. What's this? Ganbara. Thunder Heroes, Contra, Magic Sword, Trio to Punch, Gomon, Mission Asia, Toki. Dynasty Wars, Mutation Nation. Castlevania, Kung Fu Master. Bomberman. Must be the Neo Geo edition. So yeah, apparently Neo Geo games are in this category, in the arcade category, rather than in its own separate category. Blazing Star. The Game Stick Lite didn't have Blazing Star, and neither did the one. Well, I actually just checked out. Yeah, we will play one. We'll play one. It's a very long list. Ooh, it's a very lengthy list. I think I might as well just Monster World. Yeah, Drift Out, yeah. Riding Hero. I think I might as well just scroll through the list quick. Yeah, no separate category for the Neo Geo games, which is odd. Konami Mini 97. Lemmings. being heated, which is weird. Ah, it looks like that's the end of the list. Alright, let's see what else. Nope, there's no Neo Geo separate section. So, what PlayStation 1 games do we have? Driver. Ah, that must be the PAL version. Crash Wolf? You mean Crash Bandicoot? Ah, and this is supposedly Crash Bandicoot Warped. Oh, Suikoden 2. Tomb Raider. Rising Zan. Xena. I suppose this is Xena Warrior Princess. Morphing Fighters. Ultimate Fighting Evolution. I don't know what that is. Ah, Crash Bandicoot Ward appearing twice. Ah, Resident Evil Survivor. Ridge Racer Type 4. Silent Hill, Street Fighter Collection, Winning Eleven 3 Final. The original Medal of Honor is included. And there's the other Medal of Honor. Ooh. Iron Fist 3. Obviously they mean Tekken 3. Mortal Kombat 4, Bloody Roar. This must be ISS Pro 98 if I am not mistaken. Jelani 8. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Combat Effectiveness, that's actually Fighting Force. We'll check out PlayStation 1 when we they got rival schools on it. This thing even got rival schools. Ridge Racer, Street Fighter, and yeah, Tekken 2. And Pepsi Man! Once again. I suppose we'll test PlayStation 1 first. So, loading. Got blown up. Got screen settings, graphics settings, okay. Suppose FN stands for, yeah, the menu. Anyway, let's go back. No music being played. Okay, yeah, but, well, one other thing, yeah, manual. I'll go for this one. It's the North American version. So A is mapped to X. And that's really awkward. D-pad works pretty well. Yeah, kind of awkward to be playing this via the camera. It seems like PlayStation 1 handles good. Yeah, excuse my poor driving. It's kind of awkward to be playing this, especially. Yeah, it's. Damn. Yeah, I guess there's no setting, or is there? Ah, crap. Yeah, there's no way to, or is there a, set handle? Okay. Okay, so, yeah, that's how. Okay, you actually have to set it up like this. Set up like this. Okay. Oh, I've actually changed everything back. Ah. Okay, now everything should be good. Well, at least, I can get that perfect, but it doesn't matter. So, okay, now it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, triangles mapped. Well, once again, well, good thing is that you can remap the buttons, which is, well, a real godsend. Because, well, with the Game Stick Lite, you just weren't able to do that, and that was kind of annoying. Here, I'm actually doing it, just fine, really. And the analog stick is also mapped to the D-pad. I suppose the right analog stick is also mapped, which is strange still. But yeah, good thing I can remap the buttons to pretty much the way I want it to. That's great. Yeah, excuse my... Yeah. Playing Ridge Racer like this is really not the way I... Yeah. So yeah, no RetroArch settings or anything. It's just this. There's also no music coming, which is rather odd. Yeah, no N64 games included, but NES games are included. That might also include Macross. Yeah, bum, but it's kind of awkward playing this with it, well, with set up like this.
Yeah! It's a new record! Great job! I got everything on camera so you'll watch it later, huh? You're the greatest!
Yeah, might be. I think I might as well stop for a moment, and I might as well want to sit down and, well, continue playing this thing like this. So, yeah. I'll make a quick cut. Yeah, unfortunately, this card doesn't have money idle exchanger, money puzzle exchangers, excuse me. Well, at least it does have Neo Drift out, which we'll be playing to test Neo Geo, so we'll start it up. And, of course, to see if there's, like... No, there's nothing. So yeah, once again, no way to access the main screen or something. Oh. What the hell did I just, let me just, oh, come on. Okay, drift out once again. Okay. Once again, that's nothing. Well, but of course, we'll play Neo Drift out just for testing. And yeah, I'll also play Macross. So yeah, kind of a shame it doesn't include money puzzle exchanger. That's sad. But it does have this one. That's good. So that's good. Okay. It's kind of hard to see. I can actually see from a bit of afar. So yeah, sorry if I am playing it wrong, but yeah, getting used to controlling it like this is not an easy thing. But, well, D-pad actually in the field's not too bad. Even the buttons too. Yeah, once again, still crazy seeing something like this being sold by a group of Chinese at the flea market. Just like with the Game Stick I showed you last Saturday. And yes, even if this is a clone, that's okay because I can actually download mods or something. But before I do that, I of course need to examine the micro SD card and, you know, get the ROMs included on it. And so yeah, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I'm gonna do exactly what I can. I can actually also hook this up on my PC, which I'll, you know, try it also. So yeah, no way to change the difficulty or anything since, well, there's no way to access the test menu. Especially not with this OS anyway. So yeah, as far as Neo Geo goes, it runs okay. Or sometimes not too okay. Yeah, I'm running out of time, but I don't care. I don't care. I still made it. And I don't really care if I can make it or not, I just want to test things out. Just like what I did with that Game Stick last Saturday. So yeah, that PlayStation Vita looking one with the Nintendo Switch kind of colors. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, I'll do a review on that also. Yeah, perhaps one other day or something. Yeah, I'll do a review on that one also. Yeah, sorry about that. Still kind of awkward. Still awkward. Running out of time, it looks like. I still made it. Yeah, it's a shame it doesn't have money puzzle exchanger. That's sad. But it does have this one. And Blazing Star. Which sure, I surely would have picked, but nah. I decided to use this to test Neo Geo. Sure, if Money Puzzle Exchanger was on this, then yeah, sure, I could have used that, but sadly, it's not on it. But then again, the King of Fighters are there, as are, well, Metal Slug and Fatal Fury. I don't know if Marvel vs. Capcom is also on this. Well, I don't want to play it today, but I just only... Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, any of you guys tell me that this is actually a clone rather than the actual Embernick supposed to be, then, well, yeah. Yeah, I ran out of time. I failed to make it in time, but I don't give a crap. Yeah. Retired. Yeah. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Yeah. So, let's exit. Oh, I'm supposed to press the, press A. Okay. Okay, there's also a... Oh, there's also a... You can also adjust brightness, storage management. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, the original Street Fighter at CPS2, it's bogus. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Twin B? I mean, so strange. And again, these games are supposed to be... Oh, is that a Namco game? Yeah. Oh, what we got here? What's it saying? Teptido. Except this is Survival Arts. Yeah, I think I might as well check out Survival Arts. Of course, I'm not going to be playing match, I'm just watching a track mode. Oh yes, it's Survival Arts. Oh yeah, just the volume. Yeah, frame rate's kind of choppy. Yeah, performance is it's not exactly the best. But hey, Survival Arts is on this thing. That's neat. Always knew about Survival Arts when, I first got into MAME, and there was, this front-end application called 3D Arcade, for which I bought a video pack and I looked at videos, and that's when I discovered Survival Arts way back in like 2005. Just when I got started into MAME. Anyway. Oh, too loud, too loud. Yeah, the search. Well, I think you've already seen the search. Game Boy. Wonder if they got V-Rally on this one. For a Game Boy, yeah, I want to test Game Boy Color, and I want to test it with V-Rally if it's included. Croc de Kamikaze Diebin. But Croc 2, well, you're always my child. Well, Croc 2, you are always my cherished gem from my childhood. But sadly not you. And neither does Final Fantasy VII. Dragon Ball Z. Oh, hold on. Is there like a, No. Yeah, Konami tried to get into the NHL gaming business and failed. Not one, not twice, but 3 times. They tried to make an NHL game and they failed 3 times. Yeah. The rather subpar Game Boy ports of the first 2 GTAs. I tried them, played them, and yeah, they weren't good. I might as well just scroll through. Alright, just scrolling through. V-Rally, yeah. We'll check that out in just a moment. Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, checking out V-Rally. Where's... Okay, and yeah, V-Rally. So yeah, I'll be using V-Rally to test and here we go. Okay, yeah, B&A, yeah, just like on an actual Game Boy. Of course, I'll do one race and then I'll move on to NES. Checking out Macross, which I indeed speculate that it happens to be included on it. So the games are actually on the SD card itself for the OS. So interesting. Sure, I could play, you know, like a Mario game and stuff, but nah. I'm not going to be playing a Nintendo game, really. Especially with Nintendo being the way they are. So, yeah. Sure, I would love to play like Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, you know, my favorite on the Game Boy and so on. And yeah, Pokemon also, which, well, Pokemon? Wonder if it's indeed included. Yeah, sorry about that, but okay, let's move on. I was just close to the finish line anyway. Yeah. Alright, that's it for Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Color, excuse me. It's actually running pretty damn decent. So, let's check out NES, or, well, Famicom. Ooh, that must be a long list. Oh, but wait. Want to see if, oh, yeah, they do have Pokemon. Yeah, even Pokemon Pinball that I never played back in the day, but, well, yeah. Back then I only had Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Yellow. And speaking of... Yeah, of course. Yes. There's no Pokemon Green, though, or, well, yeah, no Pokemon Green. Still, it's nice. Anyway, NES. Let's see if Macross happens to be on it. And yeah, must be a huge list of games. And yeah, I'll post a screenshot of the inside of the the inside of the SD card. Once I get around, once I finish. I think I'm gonna check this out. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, now, oh, 20 and 1. What do we got? Bobble. Oh yeah, even NES runs pretty fine too. But we're looking at Macross. Ah, even multi-cart ROMs. Ugh, Ode to Joy. One race, but I want to play Macross. Wasn't happy to be on it. At least on this one. Unfortunately. Six and one. It's a steal. Ah, there, Macross. Yes. I want to play this. So yeah, I wonder if the turbo buttons are enabled on this one. Yeah, it's the same for every emulator, so, oh, just quit out. Oh, it takes a while to load. Okay, back to Macross. As promised. Wonder if the turbo buttons are enabled for, because in this game you actually have to mash the B button to fire. Okay, so there's no turbo functions on this one, so once again, I suppose you have to install DarkOS, or I think it is, yeah, DarkOS. That's what I found out. Yeah, then again, how I remembered it is that it played a lot slower, and the music, based on Shao Pai Long from the original anime, well, sounded a lot more slower paced. Here it sounded a little too fast paced. Oh man. Yeah, button layout's a bit awkward. Nah, game over. Yeah, is it actually mapped? It's kind of weird how things are mapped like this. Okay, what else? I think I might as well try PSP just for once. Oh, what we have? What we have? Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai. Nah. I absolutely hated Dragon Ball Z. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, but I absolutely hated it. But I always loved the original Dragon Ball anime. I always loved the original. A bunch of PSP minigames, most of which I never played. Okay, what Tekken game is there? Tekken Dark Resurrection, yeah. I think I might as well go and test a PSP game. Tekken Dark Resurrection. So it's, see how performance is on this thing. Oh, load times are quite long on this thing. Okay. Ah, crap. Map differently. Or actually, hold on. I can actually remap the buttons to, yeah, like this. This. Okay, let's again set handle. Okay, already set up like this. Okay, let's run the game again. Okay, what? Damn it! Oh, it's so confusing with these, yeah, by the way, is, yeah. They're like, nah. Okay, going for the CPU. Okay, so, I'm gonna go for, let's see. So, where's Eddie? Of course, I'm gonna be creating Eddie of, oh. So, where is Eddie? Ah, there he is. And I'll choose... Shall you?
Get ready for the next battle.
Of course, you know, kind of a Tekken 3. Oh man, the frame rate. Ah, crap, the performance, jeez. Man, the performance is horrible. Once again, blame the poor performance of PlayStation or PSP emulation. come on. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, but yeah, performance is just abysmal. Yeah, PSP emulation on this one, well, performance-wise, it's just abysmal. PlayStation's fine, and for Genesis, well, okay, for the last, I'll just Genesis, Mega Drive. Once again, going for NHL 94 if it happens to be on it. Yep, NHL 94. So yeah, that will be the last test. And I assume it should also work just as fine as with NES and, well... Oh yeah, I went... Okay, I think I might as well test SNES as well. Okay. I'll set the period length to, yeah, 5 minutes this time. And I'll leave the penalties off. Yeah, what about the, Okay, so this A, this is B, this is C, I assume, yeah. Okay, now let's go and play. And once again, one period is what I'll be playing. Oh, come on. Oh, Luke Robitaille is out of the period. And he's not bleeding. Because, well, yeah. In order to get back into the NHL's good graces, EA are forced to remove blood from NHL P93, as well as fighting. But, well, recently there has been a hack that actually adds fighting and blood back in. You really wouldn't believe it, because, yeah, there are videos out there. You should, yeah, take a look. Hey, come on. Ah, I had a chance. Yes! Scores! Mueller and Patrick Waugh with the assist. Well, 1 minute left in the first period. And I'll be only playing one period. I won't be playing a full game. Ooh, that hit the goal post. And the period's over. And that's it for Genesis. Well, that's okay. Okay, now Super Nintendo. And, yeah. think I'll try Judge Dredd, I believe. Yeah, Judge Dredd. Where is it? Yeah, Judge Dredd. Okay, I think I'm supposed to, yeah. Oh, yeah, Newman Haas, I think that has mode 7, I think. No, I'm not playing a Nintendo game. Oh, wait, no, Doom! Of course, Doom! There, Doom. Yeah, Doom. Oh, there's also a Japanese version of Doom. Might check that out. Imagineer published the Japanese version. So, how does Doom run well? And it runs horrible. Oh my god, it runs horrible. It runs so horrible. Yeah, it's always best to test a game with mode 7. In this case, it's Doom. But yeah, as you can already tell, it runs horribly. Yeah, it's not the best way to play Doom on this thing. Especially with its, Oh, what? Oh, man, this is just horrible performance. Ugh. Just horrible performance. Ah, crap. Ran out of ammo too quick. Damn, this is just atrocious. Yeah, with Mode 7 games, it's rather highly demanding, but, well, when it's just 2D, then it runs fine. But, man, does it run horribly on, on this type of hardware. And, well, I suppose I'll check out Game Boy Advance as well. But I think I'll taste Top Gear Rally, I think. And, of course, Pokemon. Yeah, I think I'll test this one. Yeah, not good. Okay, nah, forget it. I'll test this. Yeah. Game Boy Advance doesn't run too bad. Yeah. Quick play. So, Game Boy Advance is running not too bad, really. Ah, crap. Of course, with a 3D game, it's actually always best to test. Yeah, the actual most wanted here on the PlayStation 2, or, yeah, haven't really played that one in a very, very, very long time. I'm in second place. Okay, I think that's enough for that now. Yeah. So there's practically nothing much else left to show here. So, well, in conclusion, yeah, it's kind of average. I mean, Genesis, Genesis, NES, Game Boy, and so on, they all work pretty damn decently, but, well, with Super Nintendo, well, with a Mode 7 game, it runs horribly, and, well, once again, with an arcade game, there's no way to access the test menu to change settings and stuff. Yeah, and, well, and the fact that there's really no real RetroArch on this thing, well, unless you basically get, like, Dark OS, which, well, you can get with this, yeah. So, well, what would I recommend? Okay, oh, yeah. Oh, what do we got here? Shenzhen Byungtong technology. Ah, so this was made in Shenzhen. Ah. But yeah, would I actually recommend this thing? Well, it kind of depends. Well, perhaps if you want it, then yeah, but if not, then yeah, I definitely would recommend it. Well, unless you, of course, bought this thing and, well, yeah, unless you, of course, put on Dark OS or something like that, and, well, perhaps maybe I'll put Arc OS on this thing, and maybe I'll just show you another video, perhaps, in the future. But, okay. So, and before I leave, I will see if if I... Okay, let me just get it out. I have enough of cut my fingernails. There we go. So, what I am going to do is, I'm going to examine the micro SD card, and, yeah, with that, I will conclude this review, and, yeah, I'll be, and yes, soon I'll be reviewing this thing, sometime later, so yeah. That's it for me from Renegade 812. I will see you in the next review.